Good morning to all, respected guests also, and very warm wishes for the Prakram Divas. Subhash Chandra Bose birth anniversary is also celebrated as a Prakram Divas, and this Prakram Divas is starting from the 2021. Uh, 23rd Jan 2021 was first celebrated as a Prakram Divas, and before that it was celebrated as a just birth anniversary of Subhash Chandra Bose. And after that, today we are going to celebrate the 126th birth anniversary or Prakram Divas of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. And before I begin, I will start by a famous quote or famous saying by him, "तुम मुझे खून दो, मैं तुम्हें आज़ादी दूंगा." I know you all are aware with this, and you all know who said this. But do you know what kind of personality he has, what kind of character he has, what kind of son, what kind of person he is? So today in my speech, today I'm going to give a brief on the life of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. He was the son of Rai Bahadur Janki Nath and the Prabhavati. He was the ninth child. And when he was born, his father Rai Bahadur called a priest, means Purohit, to for the ceremony of Namkaran. जैसे करते हैं हम नामकरण, उनके लिए बुलाया गया था. He was called. And after seeing the stars and some birth date or birth timing, the Purohit was very amazed to see the stars of the child. And he said, this child will be, ये जो है विद्या में बहुत अग्रणी होगा, ये महापराक्रमी होगा, दुश्मन हम हमेशा इससे बेबीत रहेंगे, ये अपनी माँ से ज़्यादा जननी जन्मभूमि का भक्त होगा, इतिहास में इसका नाम अमर रहेगा. And after this saying, the father Rai Bahadur was very amazed, and he thought the son will do a very give nation a very handful work for the nation. And he in his primary education, he completed his education from the Cuttack. And after completion of his primary education or school education, he moved to Kolkata for take admission in Presidency College. There he pursued a degree, BA degree in philosophy. But he wanted to be a civil servant, Indian civil servant. He wanted to be in Indian civil service. But at that time, it's difficult for the Indians to be a civil servant, and that's why his father sent him in England for the preparation of the ICS. And he moved to the England, and there he prepared for the ICS exam, and he cracked the exam, and he secured the fourth rank in the exam. And most tricky part, he scored maximum marks in English subject. He left behind all the British students, and he scored maximum marks in English subject. And after giving service in the Indian civil service, he was very inspired by the Swami Vivekanand character. He was really amazed by his aura or with his character. So after listening him, he quit the job ICS post and came back to India for joining the Indian national movement. And there, when he came back to India, he first joined the Indian National Congress. And after serving some time, there is some ideological difference between the Indian National Party and with himself, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. And in 1928, there is a session, Congress session, and in this session, there is a division between the Congress party. The one is left wing and the other one is right wing. Left wing means who doesn't want to be work under the monarch system, and the right wing who wants to independence but stay in the monarch system. Means left wing वो लोग जो पूरे those who wanted total independence, but the right wing wants to independence but under monarch rule. That's why there is a little emergence of the ideological difference. And in sorry, I forgot the date. In 1928 session, there is a difference between the left wing and right wing. And in 1938, Uh, when he works to under the Indian National Congress, there is a name called a leader Chitranjan Das. He was the political guru of the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and he used to work under him. But in 1938, Chitranjan Das Bose, Subhash Chandra Bose, Chitranjan Das, and the Subhash Chandra Bose and some other members, they created a new party called Swaraj Party, and they contest in election by this party, by the name of this party, and this party secure a little majority in the assembly, and they had full strength to sit under the assembly and put forward their own demands. Because they did not want any monarch system, they did not want to work under any monarch system. That's why there is a little difference between these parties. And in 39, there's a presidency election for the Indian National Congress, and he was the one of the contestant. But Gandhiji didn't want him to be a president. That's why Gandhiji came with a alag another candidate named called Patabi Sitaramaiah. Gandhiji wanted him to be a president, but after the result, Subhash Chandra Bose defeated him with very large margin, and Gandhiji was not happy with that decision. And after spending some time, Subhash Chandra Bose get to know that Gandhiji was not happy with his post as a president. That's why he resigned from this post. And 1939 is the time when World War II is begun, and he thought that this is the perfect time to strike back to England or Britishers, because Britishers were fighting very different many frontiers, because there is the Allied forces and versus Germany and Japan, etc. And that's the perfect time to gather some support from the other countries. That's why he moved to Germany from the route to bypassing Pakistan, etc. And in Germany, he met Hitler and impressing him and getting support from him. And after Germany, he moves to Japan. And in Japan, he found there is a guy named called Mohan Singh. He was an Indian soldier, but kept it under the Japanese army. And before that, in 1942, there was also an International Army, INA, which is later is the INA under the Subhash Chandra Bose. But 1942 was the first year when INA was set up. But later it was in December same year, it was demolished by the Japanese army for not giving support for their government. But after Subhash Chandra Bose leadership, the INA was again set up, and all the army personnel, the Indian British army personnel who was kept it under the Japanese government was released, and there is a full-fledged army called Indian National Army, which is Azadi Hind Fauj. And there is also a regiment called Women's Regiment, Rani Lakshmibai Regiment. And Subhash Chandra Bose has a very famous or very aggressive character. He didn't want to be under the British, and he always, when he was a part of Swaraj Party, he always argued to the common people, he stand against the British rule. And whenever he was on the stage, he always used to say, आजादी अधिकार हमारा, माटी के कन कन का नारा, आओ प्यारे वीरों आओ, भारत माँ ने तुम्हें पुकारा, जागा सारा हिंदुस्तान, हिंदू मुस्लिम एक समान, बता रहा इतिहास हमारा, व्यर्थ नहीं जाता बलिदान, केवल यही एक अभियान, जय हिंद जय हिंद. And whenever he used to be on a stage, he always tried to impress, always tried to motivate the common people. You are the one who stood against the British rule. And in this, देश हर कीमत पर आज़ाद होगा, हमारा त्याग और बलिदान व्यर्थ नहीं जाएगा, हमें हमारे खून की हर बूंद का मुआवजा मिलेगा, अपने इस इम्तिहान में हम ज़रूर पास होंगे. That's why he has the very different kind of aura, and he has the very he is a leader same as the left wing or right wing, but difference is that he has the aggressiveness in his character. That's why people means the young generation. Young generation is mostly influenced by the Netaji Subhas Chandra Bose, and during the path to the Japan in 18 August 1945, it said that he was crashed by a plane. His death was caused by a plane crash. That's the this is the my today's speech. And before leaving the stage, I would like to say, Inqilab Zindabad, Veer Subhash Zindabad, Azadi Adhikar Hamara. Thank you.